So it has been a while, but welcome back everyone to MoreAli-A, where finally we're jumping back in and making some videos here, specifically, that is right, on Pokemon Go. For those of you guys that wondered what has happened to this channel, it's been a few months since I've uploaded. I apologize. Obviously, I'm deep within Fortnite, playing that all the time, making a load of videos on it, and I'm just really busy. But one thing that has happened and continues to happen, even though I'm not making videos, is actually me continuing to play Pokemon Go, and it is one of the most requested things at the moment, is to see me jump back on the game, update you guys on my progress, and do basically a butt ton of new evolutions to register into my Pokedex and just tick off a load of specifically Generation 3 Pokemon that I've been sitting on for evolutions that some of you guys may have not seen and I have yet to do for my Pokedex. For those of you guys out there are thinking, why on earth are you playing Pokemon Go now? The game's been out for over 2 years. Actually, this year, and if you play the game, you'll know, has seen some of the most updates, the most in-game events ever to Pokemon Go, and that is why I'm playing it so much. There's almost always something happening, new legendary raids all the time, and basically I just found myself picking up every single day and still checking in when Pokemon Go is in its heyday. Loads of you guys used to watch me, so you guys seem really interested in just a big update, so that's what we're gonna do. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big fat thumbs up. I do want to start uploading here more again. If you really like Pokemon Go, I can do more of that, but if there's any other games I used to post to this channel or anything else you want to see, I can definitely make it happen. So guys, I just want to jump into it, show you what I've been doing in the game, and check everything out that's new for me in Pokemon Go. First of all, bearing in mind the game's been out for about 2 years now, this is the current level I am at. It's crazy to think I'm about 11 million XP, and in fact the last million XP has been fairly quick, but I'm only just over halfway to the maximum level currently in the game, which is level 40, and that's 2 years worth of playing. So it just shows you how much you've got to play this game to actually rank up. I do actually have a load of friends on here. My mum is actually #1 at the top there, believe it or not, but I've got a load of the big Pokemon Go YouTubers and a few of the local people that are in my area added in as well. And I'm trying to grind that all the way up to the bestest of friends. So trading's really cheap and I get a load of XP for it. And it's something I check in and do every single day and try and make sure I'm sending all those gifts. Now my research breakthrough is complete for the mystical discovery of Mew. Here is the bad boy right here. Not the best IVs in the world. Claire and I actually did both of this together and got our Mew together whilst we're in LA for a joint channel video over on the Claire and Ali channel. If you want to see videos over there of both me and Claire together, I'll leave it down below in the description. We have a lot of fun uploading videos there. We did a little bit of a Pokemon cameo over there. So obviously I've completed the Mew research, and actually I did my very first Mewtwo raid. I got my very first EX raid pass after doing just one gym battle on an EX gym. So I was extremely lucky, but it ticks off 2 very rare Pokemon. And funny enough, just as I'm recording this video, they've just announced that Celebi will be coming out as the next mythical quest line for everyone on the 20th of August. So that's going to be kicking off really soon, may even be live actually when this video goes up. So something else for me to grind towards, and more XP and more Pokemon to get is awesome. The big question is, what is the current state of my Pokedex like? So man, I love the days when every single day we would start our videos over in the Pokemon Go headquarters. Who remembers that in the old house? And I'd show you my Pokedex, let you know what I wanted to do for the day, and go out and try and do it. Well, we've come a long way since then. The Kanto Pokedex is complete. Farfetch, Kangaskhan, all of them are on there, including obviously the Mew and Mewtwo I just showed you guys. So everything on there is ticked off, which is amazing. As we move into Johto, I'm not sure. I don't think there's any evolutions left here. I think I've done all of them. There's Heracross there, obviously. Suicune or Suicune, or whichever that final legendary dog is, I need to get that one. I'm hoping that's going to come as like research breakthrough rewards over the next coming months. Ho-Oh, I did a raid but didn't get it. And then obviously the last one there, 251, is Celebi, which is coming soon. So Johto is really good, almost complete. But it's Hone Gen 3, where there are some massive gaps, and we've got so many evolutions to do, guys. Look at this. All the starters need to be done. So many Pokemon in between there as well. Wailord, Camerupt. The list is absolutely ridiculous. And the good news is, I've got the candies to do it, so that's what we're going to be doing today. For all you guys at home that's still playing, I'd love to see your Pokedex lists. Do feel free to tweet them at me or let me know down below in the comment section. But there's one thing that really keeps me playing this game, and it's something that I adore about Pokemon, and it is shiny Pokemon. It's an alternate color palette for Pokemon in-game, super rare to get, and they introduced them into Pokemon Go probably like over a year ago now, and I absolutely adore the community days when the special events with a high chance of shinies. It is one of the reasons I keep on playing this game, because I'm addicted to them. Now, bearing in mind, I don't play this game, like, I don't go out to play Pokemon Go every day, but I'll play it on the side. This is my collection of shiny Pokemon. If there's anything I want you guys to tweet me, please, please, please send me all of your shinies, because I love seeing them. So we're going to take a look at my list here by searching shiny. Start from the bottom, and I'll do a little bit of a story time about all of these, or most of them at least. So first Pikachu I got during the very first Pikachu community day. Actually didn't know the community day was happening, just happened to be on a walk, caught a wild Pikachu and it was shiny, and I thought I was just really lucky, but I didn't actually know community day was happening. Next up, a Swablu. Caught this actually in Bristol whilst a shiny Swablu event was happening. Very lucky. Love Disc was in London and happened to catch one in the park whilst in the back of a taxi. And this, I think this was just a random Pikachu shiny. So the odds have been worked out at about 1 in 500 captures, I believe. This one just came out of nowhere, so it was a really special one, especially with that hat on as well. And then I'll zoom out for the others, actually. Bulbasaur, obviously a community day event. Mareep, a community day event. Back then, I didn't actively spend all 3 hours during the community day event. I just made sure I was trying to like pick up my phone and play during that period, so I didn't really get very lucky. Meditate was just a random one during the fighting event. You could get Meditate and also the other like yellow one as well. Didn't manage to get him, unfortunately. Now, the Charmander community day was one of the days where we actually did it properly. Claire and I went into a big town. We spent about an hour and a half of the 3 hours actually playing the game and managed to get 4 shiny Charmanders, which is exactly how many you want, because you can get a shiny Charmander, Charmeleon, and in this case, obviously, big bad boy Black Charizard as well, and a spare one on the side. After that, my luck was just insane, and I think this is really where the addiction kicked in, because there was an event for shiny rock Pokemon, specifically fossil Pokemon, which includes obviously the Onomite you can see here, and then also the Kabuto, which you can see here. During that period, and I think the event was only about a week, maybe 2 weeks, it wasn't very long, I got a shiny Onomite, obviously during the event, just random 87% IV Aron, which I think we're going to evolve in this video, a random Onomite again, a random Swablu, like literally I lured a shiny Swablu, and then on the last day, on a dog walk with my family, a shiny Kabuto. So lucky. The rest of them on there, or the more recent ones, I was actually at the F1 in Silverstone when I got the shiny Squirtle. I only caught about maybe 10 Squirtles, so I was so lucky to get that. Minim and Plusle, Claire and I were actually in Ireland, and I managed to incense them whilst driving around Ireland in the car to get them both, so that was super clutch. And then obviously the recent Community Day Eevee event, I only managed to get 3, and I played for a decent amount of time walking around town, so I saw about 150 Eevees and only got 3 shinies. From averages, with it being about 1 in 25 during Community Day events, I should have got 6. So I got really unlucky, and to make things even worse, the best shiny Eevee that I caught, which was actually certainly caught my attention, which isn't too bad, I walked at 10k, was ready to evolve it during the day, but didn't have it assigned as my buddy Pokemon, so rather than coming out as a shiny Espeon, one of my favorite Eevee evolutions, it came out as a freaking Flareon. I am gutted. But I do have 2 more on the go. I'm walking the next one, and a load of my other friends in the area got a load more shiny Eevees than me, so I'm hoping to trade with them, add a few more to my collection, and get that shiny Espeon I really wanted. But yeah, like, I love this list. I love shiny Pokemon. It is amazing that once these events happen, they're shiny for the rest of eternity in game. So just clicking Pokemon every now and then could result in a shiny, and I love it. Can you guess? I love it. Out of this list, there's 2, actually, you know what? There's 3 evolutions I want to do. So I've got a duplicate Onomite, so I'm going to evolve that one right there into its evolution. So I've then got both shiny forms. I like to have like a collection. When people ask me why do you still play Pokemon, they're like, is it the grinding? Is it the collection? What is it? I think for me, it is the collection aspect. But obviously, as I said, predominantly the shiny aspect. I just love getting as many as possible. And that's going to take off another shiny on the list as well. Looking beautiful. And then I've got 2 Swablus here. Let me check the IVs. I don't think either of them are very good. Actually, certainly caught my attention. Actually, you can't knock that for a shiny Pokemon. And then above average. All right, so we know which one we're going to evolve. However, this is going to start taking us into new Pokemon territory. So for this, I'm going to pop on a lucky egg and make sure we're doing it properly. And with 1,100 candies, I'm going to pop this bad boy over to, I think it's an Altair, to make it a big, fluffy, shiny yellow, basically. It's like a cloud, really, isn't it? I remember this Pokemon well because it was one of the Pokemon you had to fight against in the Elite Four in Generation 3, so Ruby and Sapphire. And I used to grind the Elite Four so much. Brand new Pokemon added to the Pokedex, and actually looks even better than I imagined it as a shiny yellow version. That is absolutely unreal and such a cool Pokemon. I'm gonna do one more. I know I've got like Squirtle I could do, but I really want to try and get multiple of them before I do any of the evolutions with them, including the Mareep and the Bulbasaur. But the Aron is an exception since it's such a good IV. I'm gonna go ahead. Despite the fact that I think the shiny Aron with red eyes is probably the best looking one out of all of them, I'm going to make this guy go all the way up to an Aggron. I think his color palette arguably doesn't look the best in the world. There we go, it's a Larion. It's still got red eyes actually, I didn't even realize that. Larion with green as his color palette, looking pretty badass. And as I said, good IV and already powered up a decent amount is amazing for a shiny. And I've got so many candies, like you saw there, like 800 Aron candies. Like, you gotta, like, obviously I haven't uploaded Pokemon Go in ages and ages and ages, and a lot of people, when I was doing a lot of Pokemon, well, not a lot of people, some people would say, oh, you jump onto Pokemon just for the views, you jump onto Pokemon just for the hype train, or to get on the bandwagon. There he is, look at him, he's a bad boy, he still keeps his red eyes. Actually, Loki, didn't even realize that. That's huge. I've actually got so much Stardust as well. I may as well power this guy up, especially since it's the only Aggron I've got at the moment. But I've always loved Pokemon, and I've low-key been recording almost every single shiny capture I've ever had. For like the last year or so, I probably have like hours worth of iPhone recordings on my phone of Pokemon, like evolutions or captures or wild encounters that have been rare. This guy is absolutely tonk. I know I've got 1.7 million Stardust. I like to collect numbers as well. So I was going to try and reach 2 million, but by the end of this video, of all the powering up and all the evolutions we're going to do, I know it's going to sink down to probably closer 1 million, but it still means I can do good trades and I've got a lot of Stardust left because obviously you need the Stardust for the trades as well. I think I'm going to get up to about 2,600, and I'm pretty sure it's going to put him on my front page of Pokemon in terms of strength. Looks absolutely huge, and although he looks like a bad boy, I don't think his attack is too good. Oh, you can order in shiny CP, I like that as well. Yo, he's still nowhere near the front page. Aggron, come on, man. Well, he's all the way down there. Gutted, look at him still sitting down there. And actually, whilst we're on it as well, this is my top Pokemon. Haven't had a chance to show you guys yet. Yes, I have a 100% IV Tyranitar. Didn't get this during the Community Day event. This is literally just a lucky hatch in New York of all places. One of my favorite places in the world, actually. So that is insane. I've got several, I think I've got 2 100% IV Alakazams. I am really, really lucky with 100% IV Pokemon. And we've actually got a 100% IV one to evolve in this video as well that I've been saving for you guys. And with Tyranitar being one of my favorite Pokemon, always picked him up during Gen 2 when I did videos on him. I obviously wanted a shiny Tyranitar. But I woke up that day so ill, feeling so terrible. I think I caught one Larvitar in my bed in the other room because there's a little bit of a spawn on the house, like only one every like half an hour or so. And then I literally just lay in bed for the rest of the day. I was so ill. I was absolutely gutted. Again, if you ever see me and you still play Pokemon Go, feel free to ask for a trade, and I'm happy to trade with you guys. But I'm hoping to get a lot of the shines that I've missed through trades with other people, because I do get unlucky in a lot of these community days as well. Bring that guy back up to full health. All right, so that's all the shinies. That's my top list of Pokemon. I'll just scroll a little bit for you guys. I'm a little bit bad. I've actually leveled up recently, so they've got a little bit of room to do a bit of powering up, but it's just so expensive Stardust-wise, I haven't bothered doing it. But this is what my list is looking like. 100% IV Espeon. 1 Rayquaza. Claire's only Rayquaza is 100% IV, which is just absolutely insane. So that's what my list is looking like at the moment. And actually, I didn't realize this, but for some reason, I don't know what kind of planet I was living on during this time, I did an Eevee evolution randomly, I don't know why, and got a Jolteon. I have terrible Eevee evolution luck. For any of you OG watchers during Gen 1, you'll know how terrible my Eevee evolution luck is. So I've actually had 2 100% IV Eevees as well. I should have saved this for when like Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon, I think it's called, comes out as well. I will regret that till my grave, but I guess it's 100% IV, can't complain, but it was a terrible evolution. So guys, this is how we're gonna do it. My Pokedex is, my Pokemon storage is pretty much full. I need to make room. There is a rumor that 2,000 space is gonna be coming soon. I do need to do some Alolan evolutions, and we will do them maybe right at the end. But initially, I just wanna start with the Gen 3 evolutions, because these are the ones I've been sat on. Oh my god, look how many Laprases I've got. I need to go, look how many Dittos I've got. I need to go through and sort these guys out. My storage is absolute mess right now. But we're almost there, almost there. Oh, little lucky Dratini. I haven't done many trades. Personally, I just think it's a little bit too random, and I don't really see the point of it when IVs mean a lot more than just powering up, which is the reduction of Stardust from a lucky Pokemon. But if I have any spare rare ones, I always save them now just to give to someone. Maybe they'll get it as a lucky one. But we're going to start off here with Gen 3. So fun fact, Chikorita has been confirmed as the next Community Day event Pokemon. Personally, think the shinies look utterly terrible. That's only Gen 2. I'm an idiot. How much scrolling do I have to do? But Chikorita is the next Community Day. But it's not Gen 3. I don't know why I thought that. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I may have to do a little bit of IV checking in between, but I know this one here is a pretty goddamn beast with 96% IV. I'm going to prioritize IVs, over CP for this one, and we're just going to go through the list and try and do as many evolutions as possible. Gen 3 for me, like, if someone came up to me and said, what's your favorite generation of Pokemon? I would actually say, or my favorite game for Pokemon would 100% be Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Claire played it with me, and she agrees. I think she said that's her favorite series as well, because the Pokemon followed behind you, the sprites looked absolutely amazing, and actually, like, it's just a great world between Johto and Kanto, like, to play through. Over, what, 16 badges? It's huge. And there we go. That is the full evolution right there, giving us another new registered Pokemon to the Pokedex in the form of, it's not Trico. Let's go and get his real name. I think it's Sceptile. Sceptile, yeah, here we go. 96. And that guy is a pretty beast. And then we need to move on to the next one at 9. Actually, yes, okay. Got another. I am honestly, and maybe bad with my my Eevee evolutions. Maybe a little bit unlucky on some of the Shiny Day Community Day events. But with my 100% IV Pokemon, I am very lucky. I am very, very lucky. But actually, going back to my story, the one Pokemon game that I played loads and loads and loads and like fully understood and didn't just play as like a young, completely innocent kid who didn't really know what he was doing was Ruby and Sapphire. Specifically Ruby for me, Sapphire for my brother. And actually looking through the Pokemon, I think the Pokemon in Ruby and Sapphire get me a lot more excited than they do for Gen 2. And when Gen 3 dropped, I realized how much I loved all of these Pokemon. So glad I'm seeing these in my Pokedex finally, man. We sat them for so freaking long. Blaziken was my go-to choice in Gen 3 as the starter Pokemon. Like fighting and fire. Look at him, he's an absolute beast. And another 96% IV starter Pokemon is huge. Now, obviously, 96% IVs for both of them is good, but it doesn't beat a random, wild, yes, I am going to say it, 100% IV Mudkip. Literally found this at a petrol station. I think we were driving up to Claire's family, or we were going somewhere, but I found it basically in the middle of nowhere. Meaning I'm going to have 100% IV. Mudkip, Marshtomp, and then, wait, is Marshtomp the end one? God, I literally, I'm bigging up how much I used to play these games, and I can't even remember. Swampert, there you go. It was in the back of my head somewhere. Jeez, I really do sit on a lot of candies, man. A lot of candies. Now, the good thing is about Pokemon Go is that Gen 4 is around the corner. When I say around the corner, they've confirmed that Gen 4 is coming. They had the Gen 4 starting Pokemon actually in an official Pokemon Go image, celebrating, I think it was the 2nd year of Pokemon Go having been out. So Pokemon Go themselves have acknowledged that Gen 4 will be coming soon. But the issue is, with Gen 4, if you look at the CP calculators that people have worked out for all of the Gen 4 Pokemon, none of them are very good. Like, Gen 4 is cool, but none of the Pokemon are that good. Like you won't see many Gen 4 on the top of your CP chart, which sucks. And I do care a little bit about CP. Like, I like those big bad boy strong ones. I like my Dragonites, I like my Tyrannotars, you know what I mean? So that's a little disappointing. All right, there's all 3 of the starters. I've done Poochyena, done Leone, and then this leaves these guys. So these guys, I believe, I've never done one of these evolutions ever before, has 2 evolution options. I think it's random. Unless there's only one of them in the game at the moment, I'm pretty sure it goes either one way or the other way. So it's 2 like, okay, there's one of them. I think that's the female version, I believe. They're basically like cocoons that will evolve into 2 different variations. There's no rhyme or reason to it, apparently. Yeah, that's the female version. So I'll keep that one for the moment. I'll just keep on evolving until I get the other one. Is this gonna be it? Oh, that's good luck. First 2 were complete opposites. This is the male version, so we can just do the evolution straight away and check them out. Can't lie, thought it would be a lot harder than that. And actually, low key, really glad I saved up candies, because if I didn't get these first time, it's quite expensive to go ahead and keep on grinding out them. So this is going to give us Beautifly, I think, which is the male version, which makes me question actually what I think the female one. Is the female one like sort of the moth-looking one? I guess we'll find out. Not a bad CP. It's cute. It's a bit like obviously Beedrill and Butterfree as well, which is cool. So let's go and evolve this one as well. Maybe I should have waited for an event where you get double XP for new Pokemon registered to the Pokedex. Was that a thing? I feel like they did that recently. If I had done that, I would have so much XP right now. But we got a lucky egg on. Cannot complain. I'd rather just get this video out and show you guys, wow, the CP of this one is so much worse than Beautifly. Poor Dustox got absolutely screwed there, but there you go. Both versions, male and female, are registered to the Pokedex as well. Now, Lotad's a big one. Okay, I do have enough candies, thank goodness. I'm going to check the IVs quickly. Wonder, Attack. This one is 91% IV though. I'm going with the higher CP one. It's also like a huge IV, so this is cool. This one evolves into, I think it's called Ludicolo, who was a big part of Pokemon Colosseum on the GameCube. I got a GameCube just for Pokemon Colosseum as well, and Pokemon will always have a part in my heart, for sure. And we're going to have so many new Pokemon added to the Pokedex. You can see him there, actually. I spotted him in a gym. I'm not too sure. I don't think his CP is too good. Maybe it caps out like mid-2000s, just over 2,000. Hopefully, he may appear towards the top end of my CP list, but we may be stretching it a little bit. Look at this guy. What a legend. Catching all the rain in that big sun hat he's got on as well, by the way. It's actually got like a... He's got like a tree in his head as well. Love that. Oh, okay. He's not quite as high. Looks like a decent moveset. And actually, I'm glad I sort of held off on this because it means that all the evolutions I am doing, the CP is pretty nasty, pretty good. So I don't know if you just can't catch Seedots, or sorry, you can't hatch Seedots because I don't have any egg Seedots. But I've already got this guy, Nuzleaf, and he's certainly caught my attention and almost fully powered up. So I'm just going to go straight with him, make things a little bit easier, cut to the chase. One thing that has been announced fairly recently and looks amazing is obviously Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. It is tied in with this game, as in you can transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, but I don't think, to my knowledge, you can transfer them from that game to your app. And there is Shiftry, looking very mean and nasty. So, and yes, I've even held off on a Taillow evolution just for you guys. Can we just point out that? That's how committed I was to doing as many evolutions as I could for you guys. But yes, I'm going to be getting Let's Go Pikachu. Claire's going to be getting Let's Go Eevee. The game looks amazing. They've confirmed shinies in the game. The graphics look gorgeous. Pokemon follow behind you eventually, like they should do in all Pokemon games, just like the Heart Gold version that I mentioned to you guys as well. But the actual the actual playability of the game is very, very basic, unfortunately. Look at this bad boy, 98%. I'm lucky with my IVs, man. But Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, you throw and capture every wild Pokemon you see, and you only battle people that are trainers or gym leaders. So you don't battle wild Pokemon, and you get XP from capturing and throwing Pokeballs at wild Pokemon. It's a bit of a weird dynamic. It is definitely not a main Pokemon game. Obviously, it's just a remake of Kanto or Gen 1. So it was never going to be like its own Pokemon game anyway. Still excited for it. A little bit upset that it's such a dubbed down version of Pokemon, but just wanted to let you guys know I'm aware of it and I am hyped for it. Ooh, Routes. So I got Routes, like I hatched one of these guys so early I actually thought I'd have more than 234 candies, to be honest with you. So it looks like my best Routes is only 91% IV. All the other ones were higher CP, but certainly caught my attention. So I'm gonna preface Eevees. I said I was gonna do that, so I'm gonna stick with that as well. I didn't realize you could actually see its eyes underneath its weird little hat. Actually, I've realized I've just gotten rid of 2. I may have regretted doing that. Gallade or Garlade, I don't know how you want to say it. Hopefully I didn't get rid of a boy. Okay, there we go. That guy's a boy. That's good. I'm going to keep hold of him. In fact, 3 of those are boys. That's perfect. Garlade, however you want to say it, is a Gen 4, I think it is evolution. It's an alternate evolution to Curlier, I think it is, and it has to be male. So I'm glad I kept hold of one of those guys. That can evolve into the Gallade for me. And this one is obviously going to come out as Gardevoir. And another Pokemon I think is really, really cool. Looks amazing. Is actually pretty damn strong. I want to say the CP isn't too bad. I hope it's not too bad. It's one of the slightly rarer egg hatches. That could probably go up a decent amount. Probably to at least like 2,000 or so. I'm going to give it a bit of powering up. Why not? Some people were speculating it was going to be a shiny Ralts event, which would just be absolutely amazing. Didn't end up happening. I think the Eevee event kind of came out of nowhere, but so glad it did 2 days for that rather than just 1. We all needed it, and I'm sure you guys were glad as well. I just wish I had a better luck during it, to be honest with you. I'm gonna put her over 2,000. Why not? Up you go. Come on. You're getting 40 a time. You're fine. We can do this. There we go. 2,000 CP. Not too bad. Honestly, Candies and Stardust, I wish they would just go away and I can make everything max for free, but I guess everyone would. That would be so cool. Another one that I've literally just been holding out for you guys for, to be honest with you. Another new evolution to the Pokedex. We're going to be saying that a lot today. The big ones that I'm holding out for are obviously Salamence and the evolution of Bagon, Bagon obviously goes up to Salamence. Beldum, which goes all the way up to Metagross. 2 of my also favorite Pokemon. Whoa, we've got some big ones here. We've got Slakoth coming up. Love that. Shroomish. Any of these guys actually any good? These ones are egg ones. You know what? I'm just gonna go for the best CP one here. It's only a 1-stage evolution. But yeah, if you guys do go on to really enjoy this video, do let me know. For future community day events, if you guys really enjoy it, we may do like a joint one, maybe on the Claire and Ali channel, or if Claire's not into it, maybe I'll just do my own community days events when they come around. It's at least 1 video every single month of me playing Pokemon Go, and it's something that I'm probably going to do anyway. This guy's got to be popped over to 2,000, sorry, but it's got to happen. So if you do want to see that, let me know, give it a thumbs up, and we'll try and make it happen. Ooh, Slakoth. So this guy here has a huge CP potential. Damn, he's almost maxed out, but his IVs aren't great. I don't really have too many candies to mess around with. This is my best 85. Yo, can someone explain that to me? His CP is higher, and he's come out of an egg, but the number is telling me 85, whereas he's 89 and it's lower CP. Does like health or attack or defense mean more in the calculation than the other ones? That's always confused me. I'm actually like low-key a little bit, you know what? This guy is so powered up that if I evolve him, it'll only cost 125 candies, and I'll still have more than that left for getting a better IV Slakoth. And none of those are over 90. So I'm actually going to break the mold a little bit here and go for the evolution of the bigger CP. This guy honestly could come out at like, I think he can go up to 5,000. Maybe they've nerfed that a little bit, at least 4,000. This could come out as a final evolution at about mid 3.5 to 4,000, maybe, if I can remember how high the CP actually goes. The issue is, despite the fact he looks cool, from what people have told me, he's actually a useless Pokemon. Like, I don't think his attack's very good, and maybe his defense must be good because his CP's so high. Let's see, I'm going 3,610. I'm going for it. It's going to be my biggest Pokemon if it comes out like that. This is a huge one, potentially. Look at him, lazy lump lying on his side. What's it gonna be? Woo, mama! 4,000! That is my highest CP Pokemon right there. We'll have to check in on that at the end. That beats my legendaries, that beats everything. I mean, I haven't done quite enough raids to make my legendaries go up to the highest anyway. But for a 0 candy, or apart from the evolution, 0 candy, 0 Stardust power up, that is huge. 4,000 CP, actually buzzing about that. He's going to be sitting on top for a while. I'm not quite sure why I did this evolution. I feel like I actually have no idea why I did this evolution, but I've already done Exploud from Whismur to Laured all the way up to Exploud there. So there you go. Makuhita is also one of the ones that could have been shiny, when I got Meditate as well as a shiny Pokemon. Haven't managed to find it shiny in the wild, and this guy is huge, like 2,500 CP, but unfortunately I've also done that one as well. Azuro is a baby Pokemon, Nosepass won't evolve until Gen 4. Skitty I have not done, that is hilarious. Let's tick that off the list. How have I not done Skitty, but I've only got 80 candies for it? Just shows you how much I just ignore them whenever I see them in the wild. Sorry, Skitty. Okay, I'm glad I've done that one because Delcatty is actually always on my nearby list whenever there's one in the wild, because the nearby list, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong, prioritizes nearby over nearby new Pokemon over ones you already have. So Delcatty is off of that list. Thank goodness. Don't have to worry about her again. How much XP did I get for that? Oh, congratulations! 90 Pokemon registered to Hone. How much XP? Pop up in the corner. Pop up in the corner. Oh, almost 100,000. Imagine it's a shiny. Imagine it's a shiny. It's not a shiny. But I do actually need to catch it because one of my tasks is to get, I think it's just 5 shiny Pokemon, 5, oh, I wish, 5 electric Pokemon, and then you get a wild Mareep as a spawn, which could obviously be pink shiny, so I'm cracking down on that one and trying to get it done as well. Here we go, 1 out of 5, nice! Look at that, almost 1.5 million XP. We are so close. In fact, I think we're almost at, we're gonna get to 11 million XP in this video. That is awesome. Also, you can now get a shiny Houndour, which is blue. They didn't do an event for it, at least you never see a Houndour here, like where I live in the UK. LA, whenever we went there would always be loads of them, so I'm sure if you live in LA, you have a better chance. But this guy looks blue as a shiny, and is so cool, and is one of the ones I really want to get, but probably never will, unfortunately. Okay, we're cracking through this list, doing big things. Sableye is shiny, but can't actually evolve. And actually, I mean, I can't believe that's a shiny 87% Ivy. That's just so lucky. I'm not gonna bother with a normal IV one at the moment. I've got some huge one. You know what? Tempted just to say screw it. Like 89. That's not bad at all. Should I go for the one that's slightly higher? I've got 600 candies. I'm just gonna, I'm doing it. Bonus evolution right here for you guys. I've got so many of them, I could probably do all of them if I wanted to. All right, CP guess, I'm gonna say 2,500. Oh, but slightly less IV. 2,502. That's what I'm gonna say. I think it may be a tad less. Still looks so badass. Such a cool home Pokemon. What's it gonna be? Wow, 2,740. Man. That makes me want to actually power up one of the ones that's a really good IV. That's awesome though. Nice. Okay. We now got a shiny and a non-shiny version added to the list. Also got 100% IV Magby. I told you my 100% IV luck is pretty damn good. Saving this guy for Magmortar. I think that comes out with Gen 4 actually. You can evolve Electabuzz and Magma with like an Electrizer and a Magmizer, I think it's called. How they'll introduce that item into Pokemon Go, I'm not too sure. But this guy's gonna be 100% IV for a Magmortar, definitely once he comes out. All right, so next up, I do have Shiny Meditate, but I'm gonna leave him. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and just, I think, go for the highest CP one here, just to tick him off and add him to the Pokedex. If I've only got a single version of a shiny and it does have multiple evolutions, I do like to stick with only the one I've got and save for whatever maybe lucky chance I get of getting the shiny again potentially. But I don't know, maybe I should just evolve them. I've already got them registered to the Pokedex, but that's just how I feel about them. All right, that one added. Electrike I actually love as well, and only just, it shows, doesn't it? The basic ones are the ones I have the least candies for. Aaron's 900 candies. Electrike 80 candies. I just don't bother capturing them, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit lazy there. Love this one. Evolves all the way into this beautiful electric dog here as well. Very pretty cool dog to have, can't lie. And adds another Pokemon to the list. I want to see our list once we're done with this, you know what I mean? See just how oof. That's kind of asking to be powered up over 2,000. If I add this as a shiny, I'd be so happy. It looks so badass. But that's a beast one right there. Plusle, Minim obviously can't be evolved. Now, Minim was, if I'd only get one of them during the event, Minim was what I wanted, because look how cool the blue looks. The green looks compared to the blue. It's so cool. Then this one, you can barely tell the difference. It's meant, I thought it was meant to be more orange. They should have made it more orange. For any of you guys that think the shinies don't look very good in Pokemon Go, it's not Pokemon Go that choose the shiny sprites. it's the actual main series Pokemon game. And even then, Claire and I talk about this all the time. I don't think the game developers choose the color palette. We think they run it through a computer program and it just spits out like a weird color. And then that's what the game designers choose. But we're just making it up. But we say that because some of them are so terrible, just like this. Like just a shade different. Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. If anyone knows how they choose the shiny Pokemon in the main series games, do let me know. But it's not Pokemon Go that do it. Oh, Volbeat is, and also Illuminis. I can't even say it. They're actually regional Pokemon. Got both of them as well. Roselia doesn't evolve at the moment, but does evolve into a Roserade later on. I feel like I should just get rid of some of these, to be honest with you. I've probably favored them because they've got decent IVs, but I need the space. Gulpin evolves into Swallow. Already done that one. And one of my favorite Pokemon in Gen 3 is Sharpedo. I didn't actually realize for a long time that Sharpedo actually had like his back half cut off. So it was just like the front, the little fins, and then no awesome tail. I was gutted, because I thought Sharpedo with a tail would look so freaking badass, but it's Pokemon. They all look a little bit weird, I guess. And I'm so glad I finally got this guy. Sharpedo and Camerupt were some of my favorite Pokemon. You can see there the back, by the way, where it's sort of been chopped up, the poor little thing. Looks like a torpedo, its 4 fins going over there. Looks amazing though, absolutely love that one. And you know what, I'm going to skip Whelmer for the moment. I will come back to Don't Worry, just because I want to do Camerupt after it as well. You know what, I'm going to go for the 93% IV one. There were some Pokemon I just loved. I didn't care if their stats were good. I didn't even care like about that. I just cared about how they looked. And Camerupt had those awesome like camel like volcanoes on him. Sharpedo looking like a badass shark. Well, 2 of the Pokemon I got all the way up to level 100, I'm pretty sure. In fact, I showed my Pokemon Ruby game cartridge. But I think I transferred them all off the cartridge to another disc. I don't know. I lost a lot of the Pokemon there. But these 2, so happy to finally have. But Whelmer. So, there's been several events where you can get a shiny Whelmer. It's pink. It looks badass. It is amazing. Both Whelmer and actually the original shiny, Magikarp, I have never seen a shiny of them. Gutted. How have I not seen a shiny Magikarp? I swear to God, if I check my Pokemon, it's like, I've seen like 1,000 Magikarp. I should have seen at least 2 by now, but it is whatever. But I do have, is this one maxed out? That's pretty decent. I do have, though, a 98% IV Whelmer. So this one's gonna go into Wailord. You guys may remember Wailord. We spawned in on the final episode of, what's it called? Pixark, was it called? Arcmon, sorry, was what it was called. He is a huge beast. He's so big, he comes out of the evolution sphere before it is even finished. I think he is the biggest Pokemon in the game. Absolutely giant. And to have this guy in pink would be absolutely amazing. But another one that I do not have, unfortunately. I do feel like this guy needs to get powered up just a little bit. I don't even think his CP goes that high, which is kind of gutting. I feel like it should go a little bit higher. But another huge one I've been waiting for ages, you can tell, with all of those candies lined up. Oh, geez, I've been evolving for almost an hour now. This is crazy. This is so much fun. This is why I love Pokemon Go, man. This is why I still play it. All right, Wailord is done. I'm not going to delete any of those Whelmers because I feel like some of them, you know what? I'm just going to randomly YOLO delete those ones. And just fingers crossed they weren't good IVs. See you later, buddies. So this makes sense. So Spoink's Evolution, God, that's an 84% IV one. Nice, I'm going for that one. Spoink's Evolution is called Grumpig, I believe, and I had it on my nearby list as a grayed out Pokemon. And I was like, I'm sure that's Grumpig, but at the same time, I'm sure I've got him evolved. So what is this Pokemon? It obviously was Grumpig. I didn't have him evolved. But here we go. No longer going to be appearing as gray on my nearby list. Get out of here. And that is going to add one more. It's actually quite useful if you don't evolve some of the rare ones. 2,000 CP, decent. So that it would come up on your nearby list as priority. Just a little shout there. Trapinch, I don't think that one's a wonder. No, it's not even made. Okay, you get out of here. Flygon was another one I loved, and a 96% IV one is absolutely solid. Now, it wasn't like a main it wasn't like a legendary, it wasn't really like a big badass one like Salamence, but Flygon was really common in the Elite Four in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, and I always considered Flygon to be a really, really strong Pokemon. I think it could learn like Earthquake, it could learn like Sandstorm, so it had like a really good moveset. Dragon Dance, is it part Dragon? Yeah, it is, it's Ground and Dragon, so it's a really, really useful one to have, but I don't think its CP is too impressive, unfortunately, in Pokemon Go. Let's see what it comes out of. I'm saying 1,827. That's my, I have no idea if that's gonna be right or not, but that's my guess. Let's see. Gotta love Flygon. Okay, I keep on forgetting it has to register it to the Pokédex as being something new. What's it gonna be? Wow, it's so much less. That's shocking, man. This Flygon should be better, in my opinion. Just saying, Flygon should be better. So I have a 98%. That wasn't even an egg one. Literally a 98%. I remember checking the IVs on that one, actually, and being like, that is why you always IV check a wild Pokemon before you discard it. And it's not going to come out as a decent CP, but I'm going to choose IV in this case. And it's going to give us a giant spiky cactus added to our Pokedex. This guy was a pain in the butt in the sandstorm area of the map in Ruby and Sapphire. I'm pretty sure you take damage from the sandstorm, and then he'd like throw spikes around you. He was just an absolute pain. And he looks shockingly small, and his CP is embarrassingly low, but we'll probably never use him again. At least he's added. Zangoose, Seviper, 2 regionals. Solrock, I've got recently. They've just popped up every now and then, so I made sure I get them as obviously Lunatone, which is the lunar moon Pokemon. Haven't got that one yet. Barboach, I've actually got 3 Wish Cants. Okay, I was going to say I haven't evolved any of them. That's a complete lie. This guy is pretty much fully CP'd out, so let's evolve this guy as well. I love the designs for Gen 3s. I think they're good. I've actually recorded for so long. My camera battery is so close to running out of memory. It's fine though. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure it lasts. Whoa, almost 2,000 CP. You know what, buddy? I'm gonna push you up. Oh, you're gonna rinse me of some Stardust, aren't you? You're gonna rinse me. And actually, I haven't used anywhere near as much Stardust as I thought we would. Probably annoys a lot of you guys that like to spend your Stardust. I feel like you either save Stardust or spend all of it. And for those guys that see that much and don't see me powering up everything, probably a little bit annoying. But 87, wow, that's good enough for me. Wonder, that far powered up, you're getting evolved into a Claydol, baby. Out he pops, and there we go. I think he's got 8 eyes. What the hell? I didn't know his hands could move around like that. There's some freaky Pokemon right there. Pretty sure it's a ghost Pokemon, so it's meant to be pretty scary. Oh, ground and psychic. Okay, fair enough. Well, good one right there. Now, these ones were considered like desert Pokemon. So you actually, no, it's a lie. They were considered fossil Pokemon in Gen 3. Lileep, and then obviously the other arachnid, I don't even know what it's like the little flat one, which we're about to evolve as well. I'd always choose the little flat one. Wasn't too keen on this guy. He did quite a cool moveset. I think he did like spit and power up, like one where basically you could take in loads of moves for your turn and then spit them all out, or basically do whatever you want with them. And it was very similar to Pelipper's moveset. This is the one I'd always choose though, because I thought this guy's a lot more usable and a lot cooler. And we've still got a few more evolutions to go. I've just scrolled down and checked. I can't believe how many I haven't done. This guy looks badass. This guy's actually been popping up on my nearby recently as well. Pretty good wild Pokemon, to be honest with you. I think his CP's not half bad. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's not bad, you know. That is not bad at all. Above average, take that. He's awesome. So, Feebas. I've got a few good ones here. Can't lie. Again, why is that one 93, but the highest CP is 91? I don't get that. Unfortunately, you've got to walk 20k, and I've not done it with any of them, so I cannot get Metallic, who's one of the coolest Pokemon in the game. And fun fact, it's one of the rarest Pokemon to get in Ruby and Sapphire, only spawning in 1 water block in a little river spot you could fish in. And I think it would switch every 24 hours. I didn't even notice at the time, but still managed to capture it on my Ruby cartridges. You guys saw I had every Pokemon in the game apart from the legendaries, and I think that was just pure luck. Very, very lucky, but I can't do the evolution right now. I've got all the cast forms: water, fire, ice, and neutral. Shuppet was one of the first Gen 3 Pokemon to come out. So I've obviously done those evolutions. Chimeco, I think, is a very rare 10k. It gives you a load of Stardust when it hatches. I've got 2 of them. Waynor is a baby Pokemon. This is actually available as shiny as well, and I hatched a few of them during the event when it was shiny, or when it was introduced as a shiny, but didn't get it as a shiny, which is really unlucky. Alright guys, I've just deleted some space on my camera. This has been an hour's recording. I was almost going to do this as a Q&A. It would have been a long Q&A. I thought I'd just chat to you guys instead. Another one actually, Sharpedo, Camerupt, and also Snorunt. And Glalie, sorry. My favorite Gen 3 Pokemon that weren't like legendaries or anything extra special. I just thought it looked so, so cool. Snorunt can be a shiny. For any of you guys that actually went to Pokemon Go Fest this year, the 2nd year, apparently it ran so much better and was so much better, like in terms of connection for your phone. The Chicago event specifically, maybe even the Dortmund event in Germany, apparently you just find shiny Pokemon like every other Pokemon. I wish I'd gone there just for that, because like Snorunt was one of the shinies you could pick up. Any of you guys see me and you have these shinies, just come up to me and tell me, and I will trade with you. I don't care how much Stardust it will cost, I will do it. And then Celio, is this guy actually any good? You know what? I'm just gonna save a little, wait, was this one good? No, screw that. Celio, you're getting evolved, mate. 600 candies for this guy. And after this, I'm pretty sure then we are just left with a few more. The biggest, the baddest, the bestest of the evolutions. And I feel like I said I was going to do something right at the end of the video, and I may have forgotten already what it was going to be. So, I can't remember if it was a special evolution or something. This guy's huge. Wolverine, I always called it in my head. Wolverine, yeah, that's right. Decent CP as well, you know. Not bad at all. And then, Luvdis obviously can't be evolved. One of the rarest shinies in the game. Fun fact, Claire hatched a shiny Luvdisc just a few weeks ago. Unreal luck. I've never hatched a shiny in my life. So we both have a shiny Luvdisc, which is quite cute. So this leaves us to the bottom. Today is the final day I can get Registeel. I did ask some of the people in my area to try and come together to get me Registeel today, just so I can have it in my Pokedex. Only got one Regice because I wasn't too bothered. Koga only got one of, not because I wasn't bothered about, because his CP goes up to like 5,000, I think. He's an amazing Pokemon I love for legendaries. I just don't really have time to raid, which sucks. And Groudon I don't have. But when he comes back and he can be gold shiny, I do want to try and raid like multiple times a week to get it shiny. And obviously Rayquaza is black shiny and is one of the best shinies in the game. So I can't wait for those to come out. But first of all, one of the biggest evolutions I've been waiting on for a while. The best one I've got is 93%. I could hold out for a better one, but he's quite a rare Pokemon anyway, so I am going for it. I'm gonna get Salamander added to the Pokedex. I'm pretty sure this guy's CP can go quite high. If I hatch 100% IV bag on tomorrow, I will be upset, but hey, I can just keep on grinding out the candies anyway. This guy is amazing. You gotta love him. He's huge, he's powerful, and he's scary, and is obviously like the Dragonite equivalent from like Gen 1. And this is going to put me to a measly 106 candies after this evolution's done. And I'm going to need a lot more than that to power up the Pokemon. But let's see what he comes out as. I feel like Salamence can go up to like 3,000 at least. Like a good 3,000. So let's see. Look at him. He's huge. I think it's about 2,300 just off the evolution. Although it's only an egg Pokemon. So I could be a little bit. 2,000. Okay, you know what, buddy? Still going to give you a bit. 50 per time. This guy could be huge. You know what? I'm going to look up just how big he can go. Hold on a second, guys. Apparently, Dragon Tail is a good quick move, but Draco Meteor would be his better second move. Does he even have that move? I thought that was only for Dragonite. Apparently so. Ooh, you can go up to 3,500. Dude, that's crazy. That's like the Dragonite candies, the Dratini candies you want. The good thing is, whenever the next gen comes out, generally the previous gen rare hatches become quite common. I remember just after me and Claire evolved into Dragonite, the day Gen 2 dropped, Dratinis became so common in eggs. I want to drop a few more on this guy. This guy could be huge. He would be in my top list for sure, which is amazing. I'd love to gym battle this guy. He's still getting 50 CP every time I click that power up button. You know what? I'm gonna drop into him, man. I'm gonna do it for the boys. I'm sending into 3,000. It's happening. I'm gonna have no candies left if I do hatch that mythical 100% IV bag on, but let's be real, it's probably not gonna happen. I think I've actually, yeah, I've walked 100k with this dude. We're close buddies, man. This guy means a lot. I love that. But look at that, 3,000 CP. I'll leave it at that for the moment. But, yo, he's crazy. That leaves one evolution to do. Now, I love Metagross. Let me actually just see what Metagross's max CP is. His is higher, 3,600. I love him, but unfortunately, I just don't have a good IV one. Like, I've got loads of candies, like more so than bag, and I could power this guy up hugely. But the best one I have is only 89. I don't want to dedicate like a load of Stardust and candies to one that is only 89, unfortunately. So I am going to save that, guys. I apologize. But if we look at our Pokedex now, 151, 95, 111, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see actually how much Stardust. I reckon, ooh, and a few hatches for you. Alolan evolutions. We ain't done yet, ladies and gentlemen. God, I would have forgotten without these eggs. If we get a Vulpix right now, I'll actually be laughing. Come on, what are we saying? Give me an Alolan Vulpix 100% IV. Just for the boys. Diglett. Diglett. Okay, that's all the hatches we've got. So when Alolan Pokemon came out, I hatched a Vulpix literally like, I think the day after they came out. I was so lucky. But out of all the ones I have evolved, none of them have great IVs. Only 89. Again, a bit like Beldum, I just can't pop over that 90% IV mark, unfortunately. But one of the coolest looking Alolan Pokemon is obviously Alolan Ninetales, who looks absolutely stunning and magnificent. I don't think I'll do all the evolution. Actually, no, we may as well go all out. Oh my gosh, just look how amazing she looks. Let's do all of them. I've literally been saving all of them for you guys. You don't get a new Pokemon registered, unfortunately. But I do have a special IV Pokemon that can actually go really, really high. In fact, I'm going to take a look and see just how high it can go. I want to see the sort of CP mark. Maybe just under 3,000. So it's actually the Alolan Geodude. In my opinion, like the most badass looking of the Alolan Pokemon is Geodude all the way up to Golem. An electric hybrid, like going from rock and ground to electric is just like a huge, huge change. And believe it or not, I hatched a 100% IV one. Again, I don't even know what to say. And I'd actually just caught a wild one before that was 89. I was going to do that one. But then this one's came about, and I've got to go for it. 100%. This guy can come up. Wait, is it going to evolve? Have I played so much Pokemon Go, I crashed a game? Honestly, wouldn't be surprised. I've been sat here for an hour playing. It's going to be a fun edit, guys. Aaron, you know what? Aaron, my editor, who puts all these videos together, found him during the Pokemon Go age. So I think hopefully you'll find it nostalgic and will enjoy the sort of watching of this. Just look at him, man. So cool. So it'll be a fun journey for him as well. And if you guys have watched all the way to the end here, you are genuinely the MVPs and a true Pokemon champions of the world. Because you're about to see 100% IV, Alolan Golem. Look at that. He's got freaking like some sort. Look at what the hell? I never knew it was that. It's a freaking ball blaster on his back. I thought it was like an electromagnetic charge thing. That's so sick. Oh my gosh, I'm powering this dude up. Let's do it. So whoever sent this from Hayward, California, I think it is, United States. You may know who you are if you're on my friends list and you watch my video. Thank you. You got me this badass Golem 100% IV. Oh, this may get it to exactly. Yes, look at that. Exactly 2,500. Love that. Decent amount of Stardust put into it. And I think the only evolution we're going to do now to finish off this video is actually... What is this IV? It's going to be like 94%, I think. 98! Holy mother. Jeez, almost 100% IV Alolan freaking Grimer as well. Well, this is going to be the final one, looking so badass when he evolves as well. Don't think his CP's too good, but I have sat here for an hour and 10 minutes and actually my voice is quite hurting. I didn't think I'd end up talking and shouting about Pokemon for this long. Look at this colorful Gloop looking absolutely insane. And I think, hopefully, after that, let's see if my max CP Pokemon has changed at all. Of course. Slacking just literally chewing there, knowing he's done absolutely nothing to become my now #1 spot. But Salamence now in there, and I'm tempted to keep on powering this guy up, to be honest with you, to pop him up with the rest of them as well. Slacking, Aron in there, Aggron, 2,700, Shiny Aggron, Geodude, so actually a little bit of a switch up in my top party, and finishing this episode off at over 11 million XP. You know what? If we could hit 11,000 likes on this video for reaching 11 million XP, that'd be amazing. A huge Pokemon Go video. I know all I've literally done is sat here, evolved, and talked about Pokemon, but I've had a load of fun doing it. And for all of you guys that have been asked me to play the game, I hope you've had a fun video. Just sat here, maybe watching TV, eating food, listening to this in the background, however you've watched the video. I really appreciate it. And to all the Pokemon Go YouTubers out there, I doubt they're watching till the end, but to all the Pokemon Go YouTubers out there that are still grinding content, still playing the game, have grinded through the period where the game just was dead, and many people still say the game is dead. Shout out to you guys, you're the real MVPs. You're still creating great content. I watch all of them all the time. It's one of my favorite videos to watch. You're still making great content. You're still playing a game and putting content together on a game that's over 2 years old and helping support the community and covering all of these events as they come out, and the game is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and fair play to you. Serious respect. It was not easy making Pokemon Go videos when I did it back in the day. It would take up all my day and all my time. And yeah, just shout out to everyone that still plays the game and is part of this community. So that's the end of the video, guys. I'm actually, no joke, probably going to go and get a register right now. So I hope you've enjoyed. This has been the return of Ali-A, MoreAli-A. probably about an hour's worth of video. It's crazy. Thank you for watching. See you guys soon with another video, sooner rather than later. Goodbye.